We are here on Facebook. We're live on the social side, the digital side. It's 3:01. This is James Spann. We thought we'd spend some time with you and kind of walk you through what you can expect over the next 24 hours, really for the next 48 hours, with multiple issues involved here. First off, this is the current watch warning map. We have a winter storm warning in effect for about the northern quarter of the state. This is through tomorrow morning. This would include Marion, Winston, Cullman, Marshall, and DeKalb counties and counties up into parts of Tennessee. The big snows north of the Tennessee River to the south of the Tennessee River. For most of the state, the problems tonight, freezing rain or freezing drizzle. South of the winter storm warning area, we have this winter weather advisory. This is basically for areas south of the line from Jasper to Aniana to Gadsden, all the counties here in blue. Here's the current radar, and as expected, the snow today has been mainly along and north of the Tennessee River in extreme North Alabama. Florence, Lauderdale County, that's the bullseye. Some folks have been buried in snow there since last night. To the south of that, we have this wintry mix going on here. This is some sleet and some freezing rain. And for most of you that watch us on the television side tonight, that's going to be the problem: light freezing rain and light freezing drizzle. Here's a closer look at the radar. You can see this wintry mix falling in parts of Cullman, Winston, Marion counties. In fact, let's go to the Columbus radar. And again, you can get a better view here. Again, Cullman, Winston, Marion counties, the areas in pink here, that's freezing rain and sleet. To the north of that, that's snow falling up here across the western half of the Tennessee Valley. And these are snow totals over the past 24 hours. And again, parts of the Shoals area, they picked up over 6 inches of snow. You'll see some amazing photos and videos here coming up in a second. And check this out, a huge thermal contrast today with that Arctic front just north of Birmingham. North of the Arctic front, we have 23 for Cullman and Haleyville. We've got 62 on the other side of that front down in Alexander City. It feels awfully nice today. If you're south and east of Birmingham, north and west of Birmingham, you are in the Arctic freeze, and that Arctic air will be dropping southward. That wins the battle. Everybody will be in the deep freeze by daybreak tomorrow morning. Let's run the modeling here with future view. This is what's going to happen. You see the shades of pink here. This is freezing rain, and this is tonight at 9 o'clock. For those of you along Interstate 59, that would mean Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, and Gadsden, temperatures will likely go below freezing sometime between 7, 8, 9 o'clock tonight. And with rain falling, understand freezing rain is not sleet. Sleet, that's ice pellets. Freezing rain, it's liquid falling with temperatures at or below freezing. The bridges will likely become icy. Now, thankfully, it's been relatively warm today for a winter day, and hopefully that will keep the main road surfaces simply wet. But again, the bridges could be icy very quickly about 8, 9, 10 o'clock tonight. You can see Tuscaloosa sitting at 29, Birmingham sitting at 30, teens up here in northwest Alabama. We'll keep running it. We'll stop it just after midnight. This is 12:15 tonight. And again, the chance of some freezing rain south of Interstate 5920, places like Calera, Alabaster, Brent, Centerville, Clanton, Rockford, they could see some freezing rain after midnight tonight. That's the reason that winter weather advisory was expanded southward earlier today. Then all of this will be gone by 6 o'clock in the morning. The sky begins to clear. And note the numbers here. This is 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, 8 degrees for Haleyville, Birmingham at 17. The wind chill index tomorrow morning will be near 0. During the day, will be partly to mostly sunny. No precipitation, but here's the problem. We stay below freezing all day. This is 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Only 19 at Cullman, 19 for Hamilton, 18 for Haleyville. Middle of the day tomorrow with the sun shining. Birmingham at 25. So where we see bridge icing, conditions probably will not improve during the day, despite the fact that it will be dry. And then the bottom drops out by early Wednesday morning. The sky will be clear. We'll stop at Wednesday morning at 6 o'clock. You can see 5, and these are not wind chill indices. These are actual air temperatures. 5 degrees at Haleyville, 6 degrees for Hamilton, 8 for Cullman, 9 for Jasper, Birmingham at 13. And again, the analog to this, it is December of 2022. It's very similar to that cold. But let's go to WEX 05, where the magic happens, Dennis. And this is what it's looked like today in northwest Alabama. These snowflakes are the size of silver dollars. That is snow coming down at Green Hill in Lauderdale County, which is near Florence. Remarkable scene there. Here's more views of those big snowflakes coming down this afternoon. The snow started up in that northwestern part of the state last night. And again, it's been off and on, but the snowflakes have really gotten larger. The snow has been increasing in intensity. Now, the snow up in the Shoals will gradually gradually taper off. But needless to say, driving conditions are not good in the Tennessee Valley of North Alabama. Roads are snow and ice covered, and travel is not encouraged if you're in that winter storm warning area. In fact, here's a look at what the roads look like over much of the Tennessee Valley. That is all snow, that is all ice, and again, they will not climb above freezing until maybe early Wednesday afternoon. In case you're traveling north, here's a look at some of the snow measurements. You can see that's just under 5 inches, and all of this coming from Lauderdale County. In fact, there's a look downtown Florence today, and it could snow falling, nobody there. The roads are totally snow and ice covered. And really that's going to be the bullseye in Alabama, the Shoals area, back up in the northwestern corner of the state. In fact, here's a drone view of downtown Florence today. And the good thing about it, you know, this is a holiday for a lot of folks, MLK Day, and we've got the kids home from school. Some of the businesses, the federal government offices, state offices closed today because of that. So folks did not have to go to work or go to school. And you can see I count maybe 1 or 2 cars down there. So that's what it looks like up in the Shoals. But the roads are looking like that. And about the only way to get around is on those 4-wheelers. That's a snowy scene up in northwest Alabama today. Hey, you want to get on the live stream? That's how you do it right there. The Mr. James shout out that was taken up in, I want to say that was in Hazel Green up in northern Madison County, north of Huntsville today. That state bird did not go flying. Kids were enjoying that. And the kids were having a great time today. These guys pulled off that spaghetti trick. You know, where you freeze the spaghetti in the fork there. I mean, that's slightly awesome. But you got to catch a snowflake on your tongue. Now, some people had sleet today south of the Tennessee River. Instead of a snowman, that is a sleet man. That was taken. I want to say that was done in Hartselle today. And of course, we have Elsa. Every time it snows, we have Elsas that just magically show up here. Look at this. That's a total of about 6 inches. And again, that's near Florence, between Florence and Waterloo up in the northwest corner of the state. And look at that. That's 8 inches. And I do believe that's probably a valid measurement. I would not be shocked if we had some official 9-inch reports before it's all said and done up in that part of the state. But again, it's just a magical winter scene there. You don't see that often in Alabama. Sometimes we can, but more often than not, we've got freezing rain or sleet or other issues instead of snow. But clearly that is the winter today. There's another observation. That's about 5 inches of snow in Lauderdale County. That's 5 inches right there. So we don't get a lot of snow here, but hey, we know how to have fun. Now, this guy's not going that fast, but he's going down the hill on that sled. And yeah, we do have sleds in Alabama. These guys are working it very nicely. And you got to make some snow angels, of course. Looks like there might be some sleet angels involved in that one as well. Love this video. So watch this young lady here. She's going to make a snow angel. And right as she finishes and she hops up, you'll see passing behind her a guy going down the road being pulled behind a car. Again, this is just stuff you don't see in Alabama that much. So watch carefully, okay? Watch the road behind them about right now. Yeah, that guy being pulled behind a truck. There you go. But the kids absolutely loved it up in northwest Alabama today. It's always fun to see the smiling faces on the children. And the animals don't really know what to do with this. I'm just telling you. Now, those dogs right there, they know what to do with it. They look very experienced in winter weather. But cows, they just don't care. And what is that thing? Is that a donkey? Dennis, what is that? You're an animal expert. Yeah, all right. Got a mule there. Country boy Eddie. But again, just thanks to everybody for the great photos today. So one more time, let's go back to our graphics. We'll wrap this thing up in a second. Wanted to show, if you're joining us, this amazing thermal contrast. We've got 23 right now to the north of Birmingham for Haleyville and Coleman. To the north, we've got temperatures sitting around 20, some upper teens near the Tennessee state line. Bitterly cold Arctic air. So needless to say, anything that falls, the roads will become pretty treacherous very quickly. Now, Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Gadsden, low to mid 40s along Interstate 59. Hopefully, the fact that we're in the 40s now will mitigate a major problem with ice on road surfaces tonight. Now, the bridges most likely will be icy. Hopefully not many road surfaces. Hopefully they'll stay wet, but hey, hope is not a plan. You got to plan on ice on all surfaces. But again, we've got low to mid 40s here. In Alexander City, 62. Look at Auburn, 65 degrees. You go out there and you're wearing your cargo shorts and your T-shirts here while they're freezing up here in the Tennessee Valley. But again, the cold air will be sagging southward tonight. Everybody will be in the deep freeze. And really, that's one of the big stories here. One suggestion we've been talking about today, We had pipes burst, a lot of them in the December 2022 cold wave, which this is much like that one. Now is a good time to find out where the cutoff valve is for the water in your home. You don't want water flooding the house and you're panicking trying to find it. It's best to know where that thing is now. If you don't know, go find that. The other advice, again, when we get into this air, check on those that might not have an adequate heating source. A lot of people don't, and be sure that they have a way of getting to a shelter or a warm place. Check on the elderly or those that might not know this is about to happen. And of course, bring in the dogs and the cats, and ladies, bring in your husband. And also, the other thing about this thing is the fact that we're going to stay below freezing until midday Wednesday, so it's going to be kind of a long duration event, so keep that in mind. And another surge of Arctic air comes in here Friday, and that'll put us back in the deep freeze Friday into Saturday morning. So one more time before we go, I wanted to show the projected radar. This is coming off the Barron 3-kilometer model, much like the HER model we show in the videos that I do. This is 9 o'clock tonight. The peak here, this is freezing rain. The bulk of the snow, for those of you in the Tennessee Valley, that's going to move out this evening, and we'll wind up with this stuff. And again, that's liquid rain. You walk outside, you get wet, okay? Sleet, those are ice pellets. Freezing rain, it's liquid. And this is really the worst type of winter weather to have, because as this fall, after it falls, it can create a glaze on exposed objects with temperatures dropping quickly. And again, you see these numbers, that's going to come down quickly, and these numbers will drop quickly through the 20s tonight. But initially, it's the bridges. That'll be the main concern. Keep in mind, most all of the downtown Birmingham interstates are elevated on bridges. And I've been here a long time, and I've seen situations like this where those bridges downtown get pretty rough. So on the bridges, starting about 8, 9 o'clock tonight for the Birmingham Metro, Tuscaloosa, and Gadsden, that's when there could be some icy travel. The freezing rain slowly shifts to the south. This is just after midnight. The bulk of that south of Interstate 20 at that point. And then by daybreak tomorrow morning, it's out of here. The sky clears. In fact, looks like we'll have some clearing by 6 o'clock. But look at the numbers. 8 in Haleyville, again, these are not wind chill indices. Birmingham sitting at 17 degrees. So that's the basic idea of what's going to happen here. We'll be on the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Have a great afternoon, and God bless.